Hey, what's up, traders? This is the watch list video for Monday, March 6th. Starting off with the SPY as I always do. Look at that big bounce, 2 days in a row, right off that 200 day. 200 day used to be resistance, right? Here, basically here, and then slap down here again. So maybe it becomes support now. The market certainly doesn't feel desperate. It feels strong. Couple hat tips from Friday, KALA. Room noticed the volume, put it on, a few of us put it on radar because it was getting high volume, and it looked probably like this when Kevin P said he liked the second mouse back through 13. Whole number inflection point with the next high over 1350 as a potential catalyst. So the 13 break, it just went nuts. Feel like a broken record, but another great call in the room. Great idea. Before the trigger, as always, by Kevin P. And Matt D gave another second mouse idea on GNS, which was really strong, right? Then pulled back. His idea was back up through 3, which triggered right there. And that was off to the races as well. The second mouse continues to be a powerful setup when spotted. So anyway, hat tip to Kevin P and Matt D for a couple great heads up in the chat room. What are we watching for Monday? AI was stupid strong, right? It had earnings, very big volume, very strong close. A recent high back here in early February, which was somewhere around 31 bucks. So certainly has another catalyst above, definitely goes on watch. BFRG. And this is as simple as, in my opinion anyway, it's got AI in the name, right? Bullfrog AI Holdings. So I think it was running because AI, the stock, was running, and ended up. It's only been trading for 2.5 weeks or so. Ended up closing about where it opened. But if AI continues, we definitely want to keep that one on our radar. KALA. I already talked about Kevin P's great post in that. Certainly worth watching. It had this massive move back here, and then this is the biggest volume since this move, right? It's gone into what I call nothingness, and all of a sudden, boom, very strong move. So that one can really move when it does. So it definitely goes on watch. ISEE had this nice rip. Would have been Wednesday, right? And then Thursday and Friday on lower volume, pulling back in. Just going to keep that one on bounce watch. Sounds weird to say bounce watch, but it's sort of a bounce after the big rip and then 2 days lower, right? Looking for it to bounce back up. Sometimes when I say bounce watch, I think people, picture something that's really beaten up, and I also like it. I would even call this a bounce watch. CRM, which is Salesforce.com, had the gap up on earnings, but put in a red day, and then that was Thursday, and then Friday put in another red day, but the range was more narrow on Friday. This one has the potential to turn back up, so I'm going to watch that one, with the guidelines of the bounce play setups that we look for. DHC, big rip on Thursday, inside day on Friday, but we're not near the high. So now we have Friday's high and Thursday's high stacked as potential catalysts on Monday. So we'll see if if that one gives a setup. GNS, already talked about Matt D's great call. This one was a huge mover back here and then rolled over and looked like it was done. And all of a sudden out of the blue, I'll give you the numbers on this. This thing went from 219, 211. All the way to 430 on an intraday basis. That's a massive little squeeze. So maybe we get a follow-through setup. There's 5-minute candles. Maybe we get a follow-through setup on Monday. And then HRTG, basically a little breakout. Now, it's worth noting that this big volume spike here, only 1.2 million shares. So it's kind of a thinly traded stock. Feels like nobody's watching it. But I saw the chart and thought it was kind of interesting for a potential follow-through day. Be careful with that one, though, just because of the low volume. As always, we'll add gappers to watch in the pre-market as well as this list, and hopefully find some nice trades on Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see everybody on Monday.